How do you celebrate our New Year's Eve? Well, we did it in a very Asian fashion by playing Mahjong. Welcome back to another episode of Message and Call. We are in 2019. So let's take a look back in 2018. So we'll do a retrospective. So I'm going to do a self-retrospective. Now, there are different formats that I have talked about in the past. This is a modified format. So I'm going to look at what I like about 2018, what I learned in 2018, and what I'm looking forward to in 2019. So let's take a look. Let's jump right in. So for 2018, what is it that I like about 2018? So sometimes it's good to reflect back on things that we do, things that we like. Oftentimes we get so deep in it that we forget to celebrate. We forgot what we learned. And sometimes it gets us in this rut where I have been in the past couple of months where I felt like there is no light at the end of the tunnel. But when I take the time to reflect and do a retrospective on myself, there is a lot of joyful things that I can celebrate on. So let's take a look at what I like in 2018. So for 2018, the first thing that I like about 2018 is Global Scrum Gathering. Finally, I had the opportunity to go back to and attend Global Scrum Gathering. And this was in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was a great trip and I learned a lot from it. Just like the last couple of times I've been to it, it's another one of those conferences that if you have an opportunity to go, I always recommend people to go. The other thing that I like about 2018 is I had an opportunity to travel. When you're traveling for work, sometimes all you focus on is work. But if you take a pause, oftentimes we'll find that work isn't as bad. And I get the opportunity to see a sunset over on the West Coast. 2018 has also been challenging for me. And I do like that because I've been challenged on my views about Agile. What I think about Agile, what I think about Scrum. How do I share the joy of Agile? How do I share what I learned about Agile, what I learned about Scrum, and get people to reap the benefits from it? So being challenged isn't a bad thing. So this is when you learn the most, is when you are uncomfortable. So I've been in multiple uncomfortable situations in 2018 where I've been asked and tasked to do things, that is, in my mind, probably not Agile. But it changes how I see it. It changes how I can deliver better trainings and better learnings and sharing. What I like in 2018 is also when viewers, some of you reach out to me, asking questions, asking for advice. Continue to do so. That gives me the, why do I do videos? Why am I doing this? It's not just for me. It's also to benefit the rest of you that are watching so that you guys can learn. And at the same time, you can teach me. So continue to do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Rice and Beans. So some of you may know that I do have a second channel by the name of Rice and Beans. It came out from a video that I did, a series that I did with Charles Rodriguez. So we carried over the conversation video over to a new channel where it has its own cadence and it's kind of slowly taking off right now. Take a look at it. I'll provide the link to it. It is purely conversational format, not just me talking. We have a couple people on there. And in 2018, we have a new host, RJ Heineck. He comes with lots and years of experience. Now we talk about Shuha Ri. Right? If I can put a Shuha Ri on, the three of us. Shu is me. I'm learning. Ha is Charles, somewhere in the middle, and Ri is RJ. He has tons and tons of knowledge. So jump over there if you have some time. Go take a look at the video. On a personal level, I like how my daughter's animation, how her progression has taken her, how she's jumping in and doing and getting better at animation. The other part is my son. He continues on with his taekwondo training. So those are the two things personally I do enjoy seeing. One thing that I did see and continue to see are teams that I coach, teams that I help, seeing how when we go in at the beginning, they were doubtful, they were skeptical about how if Agile or Scrum even can help them. And seeing the power of trying, seeing the power of letting go, seeing the power of, you know what, we're just going to go try and see what happens. And the result is amazing. Kudos to those of you that had gone through that journey. 2018 saw some growth in my viewers, in my subscribers. Thank you for those that subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. There's nothing more that we enjoy, that YouTubers enjoy, is subscription. There's a number of subscriptions going up. I started it in 2017. It was a slow growth in 2018. As of this video, I'm at about 300 plus. Ideally I want to get to 1,000 if I can. So subscribe. This is a platform. This is a platform for me to share my knowledge, to share what I learned, to help you and help those of us, that are in the same journey. Or for you to come over and say, hey, Richard, you got all this wrong. This is what you should be looking at. Point me in the right direction. Help me as well. So 2018 is not too bad. Overall, have a lot of things to celebrate on. So let's take a look at what I learned in 2018. So the first thing I learned in 2018 is the direction of my YouTube channel, of this channel. I started off with just, all over the places. Learning in 2017 was pretty bad. Some of you may probably agree with me. Looking at what I produce. But over time, I learned and got better at it. What I learned is this: there are a lot of people that do not understand Scrum. There's a lot of people that don't understand Agile. What does it mean to be Agile? What is Agile? How do you run Scrum? There are a lot of basic things that a lot of people, they don't understand, and they don't have the luxury to afford a class. So you saw a bunch of videos from me in the last for last 6 months of 2018 was geared towards the basics of Agile, the basics of Scrum. So I hope it has been helpful for all of you. I hope it makes sense. If it does not, let me know. I'll be more than happy to deliver another one for you. So that helped me. So that's what I learned in 2018 is there are still a lot of people, even though Scrum has been around for a long time, even though Agile has been around for a long time, there are still a lot of people that are still early in their journey. The other thing that I learned is the tools. Now, oftentimes we got so comfortable with what we know and we don't expand our knowledge. When I was working on a video, I accidentally upgraded the software that I use to a new version. And when I did, I found out that it requires me to buy a new license. Well, I didn't want to spend that money on it because I was, at the back of my mind, I knew there's this software that's out there called DaVinci Resolve. I've been wanting to use it ever since version 12. So I've had it installed, I've never touched it before. So that gave me the opportunity to go in and actually install the latest version and use it. And wow, I love DaVinci Resolve. It has so much in it and it's free. So it allows me to do more. So that changes me. That forces me to learn new things. So that's one of the things that I learned is to sometimes I should not get too comfortable with what I know. Try new things. The other part is interesting is as I do my video production, as I do this YouTube channel, what I do find is not everyone share the same idea as me. Not everyone share the same production value as me. What I produce is very unique to me. It is very personal to me. Not everybody's going to do the same thing like I do. A video that I produced that I felt it was good enough, but it hasn't seen the day of light. It hasn't seen the light at all. So oftentimes in Agile, we talk about MVP, getting things out there as fast as possible. When you wait, when you try to be perfect, nothing happens. So it's something, again, that I learned that not everybody shares the same thing as I do. So hard learning for me. The other thing that I learned is that we are all on our own Agile journey. What my journey is compared to what your journey is, we're on different paths. Now, it has nothing to do with years. This is what I discovered. Some people may have a lot of years that are in Agile, but yet their learning hasn't evolved. It hasn't changed. Their mindset hasn't really changed. I have been blessed to work in organizations, to work for an individual that allow me to grow. Josh Anderson, Bob Galen, the people that, molded me, the people that make me who I am today, that allows me to have that growth. Go on and check out Kazi.com. I think it's Kazi.com or Kazi.io, where Josh is giving out free coaching lessons. Great guy. Kudos to him. Congratulations on this new journey. So this is something that I understand that we are all on our own agile journey, and I need to be aware of that. Oftentimes I forget, and I see somebody that's struggling to it, and I don't understand why they're struggling to it. So this is something for me that I learned in 2018, that we're all on a different journey, regardless of the years that we're in it. Some of us are there faster, some of us are not. 2018, I had the goal of publishing a video every 2 weeks, just like a sprint. Every 2 weeks that I publish a video. What I found was I got easily distracted, either by work, either by health. So it's not easy to stay on target. So something I try to improve on. Definitely something that I learned about myself. That how often should I do this? What is my focus, and how do I focus on it? 2018 also saw me learning the path to CST at Global Scrum Gathering. And I had the opportunity to basically say, hey, I have my CSP now. What do I enjoy doing? I love teaching. I enjoy sharing what I know. So maybe going towards a Scrum trainer. Kind of things that I do anyway, right? What I found was that the path is not as easy as it seemed. It does require you to work with other trainers, other established trainers, to help them review your work, to have them to provide you a recommendation. And in order to do that, you actually have to reach out to them and ask, so that they can allow you to be a co-trainer, so that they can kind of almost certify you to that matter, but kind of know what you do, and then give a recommendation that you can be a certified Scrum trainer. So that part is not something that's easy to me. It was really hard for me to reach out. I don't have anybody to reach out to. So if you're watching this, and if you're a trainer, if you do know of somebody that is more than willing to help someone like me, reach out to me. I would love to do that. One of the things that I'm struggling with is the fact that it's really hard for me when I'm working and traveling for my work, that it's also hard for me to now take the time to travel for CST co-training. So that's hard. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how that's possible. So if you have any knowledge, if you have any ideas, I'm open. Let me know. The last thing is this. This is not, I think this is something that you probably don't want to say on camera, but I'm going to say it. I watched Crazy Rich Asians twice, and both times I cried. So it's something that I learned about myself, that now as I get older, I'm more sentimental. I don't know why. I have a soft spot. It does make me cry. Now in the past, it doesn't happen. So, yep, it does happen. 2019. We are in 2019. So what am I looking forward to? 2019 is gonna be the best year. So here's what I'm looking forward to in 2019. My I guess my roadblock that I saw in getting to CST. The path to CST is a lot more harder. Talking to a couple of folks, talking to Bob Galen, he offered some good advice. Is, well, not just look at that. There are other paths you can look at. For example, the certified team coach. So I'm going to look into that in 2019. Hopefully they'll get me on my path. Hopefully it'll help me. The other thing is that continue on learning to be a better coach. So one of the things that I'm hopefully that I want, financially can afford, is to get in the class to become to get a class to learn more about coaching. The IACP the certified agile coaching courses. I hear good words about them. Charles Rodriguez has recently taken them, I think Agile Coaching 3.0. He said really good words about it. So I'm hoping that I can get into one of those sessions sometime in 2019. More Agile conferences. I was blessed in 2018 that my company that I work for allow me and sponsor me to go to a conference, to the Global Scrum Gathering. I'm hoping 2019 will be the same thing. I'm hoping it will continue. I'm hoping that I get to a conference and learn more. Seeing new places. I found in 2018 that, you will be surprised. You're surprised by the beauty that is surrounding us. Oftentimes we don't take the time to enjoy the world, enjoy what's around us. Meeting up with family. One of the things that I forgot to mention was in 2018, my sister had an opportunity to come visit me twice in a row in 2018, and it was good to see her. It was good to see her with my kids and sharing that bond, sharing that time that we didn't have. So 2019, hopefully we're going to increase that. I'm hoping that I have an opportunity to go see my parents way far away. Hope either seeing them, going back to where I was born in Malaysia, or meeting all my brother, my sister, and the family somewhere in the middle somewhere, maybe hopefully London or something like that, so we could all get to spend the time together. More challenges to my views. I'm looking forward to those challenges. When we're uncomfortable, or when I am uncomfortable, I think I learn the most. A lot of times I spend on reflecting on it, and I think 2018 was exactly that, where I was challenged. Well, how do I get my message across? Why it didn't get across? Or wait a minute, I shared that knowledge, but no, it wasn't how it was perceived. It wasn't how it was received. So how to get better at it? So hopefully I'll get more of the challenges. I know I will. So looking forward to that. Better YouTube production. I've done a lot of work in it, just like everything else, just like Agile, just like Scrum that we talk about. You have to do it. You have to deliver, and then get feedback, and then reflect, and then improve. And that's what I'm doing here. It's basically that. You've seen the changes over the years, over the different videos. I'm trying different tools, different techniques, different lighting, different equipments. So I'm doing that. So 2019, hopefully I would increase that and getting better at it. One of my bucket lists, long time ago, I did take up martial art class. Yes, I am Asian. I did do martial art. So I did take up Taekwondo. So one of the things I wanted to do is get back in it and get to my black belt. I'm so close. Hopefully 2019, I will get my black belt in Taekwondo. The last thing that I'm looking forward to is more sharing of videos like this, more sharing of what I learned on YouTube channel. So continue on to give more to all of you, give back, via this channel and Rice and Beans. So check us out. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers so I can give you more. So that is my looking back into 2018 and then looking forward into 2019. That in itself is a retrospective. If you're looking to do retrospective, this is a format. You don't have to stick to a specific format that other people have come up with. Take it, modify it. Same thing here. I take it and modify it. So hopefully 2019 is going to be a great year for all of you. See you all soon. Bye.